Hey everybody, I'm AdamHarry with
JayArr.
We're from BoLS, and today we have Warcry
Tome of Champions
2019 edition.
Skirmish Corp combat in the Mortal Realms.
Now, if you're watching this video, you probably know what Warcry is, so we're not going to explain that to you. But what this book has is a ton of information and resources for you to use in your games of Warcry. Here's a quick look at the table of contents.
You will get everything you need for open play, narrative play with several new missions.
We'll get into that too. We
Fated
got some new
quests.
Fated quests. Challenge battles, which are these the kind of bragging rights things you can do. Untitled Champions, roaming beasts, more background tables. We'll get into these more in a bit. More match play information,
including rules for the new pitch battles and stuff. And then finally some updates for rules and fighter cards for all the like limited edition.
Yeah, if you remember earlier this year in 2019, GW released a bunch of fighter cards for, I believe it was 9 other warbands that are basically like your Iden of Deepkin, your Daughters of Cain. If you had those, like a Night Hunt army, you could get those fighter cards.
Right.
What people didn't realize is those were limited edition, so they have been reprinted in this book, so now you have access to them.
So if you play Warcry or want to play Warcry with not the Forces of Chaos...
Yeah, if you want your Iron Jaws, your Gloomsday Gits, etc., you can do that in here. Real quick, before we move on from the table of contents, I do want to mention a couple of things. This book does tease heavily that the Slaves to Darkness, Ossiarch Bone Reapers, and the Ogre Maw tribes are going to be added to this game eventually. They also have rules for... narrative play information for the Karajan Overlords, Disciples of Tzeentch, Skaven, the Warrior Chamber for Age of Sigmar, or sorry, for
Stormcast
Eternals, Beasts of Chaos, Fire Slayers, Sylvaneth, Sacrosanct Chamber, the Blades of Khorne, Magakin of Nurgle, Hedonites of Slaanesh,
and
Seraphon. So those are all going to be part of the narrative play. We can flip over to one of these real fast.
So we'll skip over open play because it's a very short section.
Yeah.
But
narrative play, again, these are your quests steps that you basically would go through.
So we're showing off the Slaves to Darkness right here.
Yep.
You can see you've got like your artifacts, your command traits, and then they've got your 3 convergences.
Yep.
Each one of these quests is like that. Each one has its own battle plan.
And, when you play through the campaign, you play multiple quests, and eventually you have your convergent quests that you do. Go to the next one real fast. And again, this book does not contain points for these armies, which leads us to assume that there's going to be eventual releases for probably cards or another book or something like that for these specific
if you
armies.
wanted to find the fighter cards for like the Ogre Maw tribes,
they're not in this book.
Who knows where they are?
Yeah.
GW does. That's who.
Yeah, and again, you have fated quests. We'll skip over these starting on page 50. This book is about 175-ish pages, or sorry,
130 pages.
I'm way off, 30 pages. But here's one of the challenge quests here.
These are
fated quests.
Fated quests. These are individual quests that are regardless. Like any faction can take them up. So they're sort of the generic, but that generic isn't necessarily the right one. It's open to anyone.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're taking a specific path here for go to the next one, for a different army and such like that. So if you wanted to change up, basically your campaign path, if you wanted to tweak that a little bit. Let's go over to the challenge battles real fast.
Yeah, let's do that. I think that's
one more over
here. Oh, these are the spoils of victory.
Right, if you complete the...
These are the things you get, but then here we come to the challenge battles.
Right here. Challenge battles are, just like they sound, they are challenge battles. They are kind of narrative events that can happen.
Right.
Maybe your warband's getting a little bit too big for its britches, and you have to face a challenge instead of another warband and things like that.
Yeah, it's like a boss fight, right?
Yeah.
You get an achievement basically for completing them.
Yeah.
They're a really cool concept. They are very challenging to play.
Yeah, and if you do win the challenge, you actually get some unique spoils, which in some cases can be monsters. It could be additional fighters, extra.
It could be extra treasure.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot.
So like
of
this
stuff.
case, if you win, I believe you get the access to the challenging.
You get glory points.
Yeah.
And
this is the traveling wizard stats that you'll fight against. Yeah. So you get the idea. And then moving on from there. We also have new background tables for all the things we mentioned earlier. So there's Slaves of Darkness, Bone Reapers,
Mall Tribes, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Then we come to the match play section where you will find the new battle plans. These are the ones for the 2019/2020 season.
Yep.
Because
There's 6 pitch battles, Treasure Hunters, Relic, Cleanse, etc.
There they are.
There they are, all the setups for you.
Hidden
Agendas too. There's updates for those. If you want to do an escalation tournament, that's how to do that. And then there's some campaign updates as well in the book too.
And then finally,
all the fighter cards.
All the fighter cards. You know them, you've seen them, you love them. I'm gonna play an Ironjawz Warcry Warband because Ironjawz are the greatest.
Yeah, so that is the Tome of Champions for Warcry. Again, this is in stores right now. You can go check it out or order it online from Games Workshop. So that's pretty much it for us today. I'm AdamHarry.
I'm JayArr.
We're from BoLS Souls.
Thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.